NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. They've got DeMar DeRozan. Luka Doncic is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the two stars for L.A. on the floor. They're the 3 and the 5. Kobe Bryant is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Durant in at the 4 spot. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
DeRozan finds Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Curry. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Lakers. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Now here's Doncic. Kicks it to DeRozan. And here's Adebayo. Back to DeRozan. Here's Doncic. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Now here's Curry. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Working that in-between area, Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Doncic passes to Mitchell. On the wing, DeRozan. Check by James. Adebayo from long range. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Well, you can't afford to bite on this. I mean, once Durant has you in the air, the rest of it is elementary.
Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Durant. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Back to Doncic. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
And that's the weight room strength of Doncic right there, fully displayed.
James outside. Pass to Curry. On target from range. Curry's got 5 now.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Now here's Banchero. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers hammers it home.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
Curry passes to Davis. Now Bryant. There's the three. Doncic pulls down the board. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's James, and he drives in.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Banchero against Durant, and Banchero gets it to go.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
James, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Boston, and he can't hit the second. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Celtics making their last shot. Ball with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Doncic. He nails it, and we're tied. Doncic has got 9.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
James deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on Mitchell. The 3, James. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Irving against Doncic. That gives them the lead. 11 points in the game.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Mitchell against Irving. James inside. Boston pulls it in.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to Banchero. And here's Doncic outside. Kept alive. No good with a layup. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. James passes to Harden. Back to James. And he banks in the layup.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Doncic outside. The 3. Tie game in Los Angeles. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Evan Mobley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's James Harden. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Pure from three-point range. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. James outside. On the wing, Irving. Maxey covering. They get it again. Irving, no good. Boston leading by 3. Pass to Maxey. Back to Ball. Now Maxey. And Carroll with a screen on Irving. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
Adebayo's checked in for Capella. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Clock is at 3. And it's Maxey missing. For Los Angeles, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Mobley, a screen on DeRozan. Oh, LeBron buries a 3. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Stephen Curry comes in for Harden. And the Celtics also making a change. Mitchell's checked in for Ball. Pass to Durant. 4-3. That one no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Maxey, puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Maxey's got 6.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Irving looking around. Back to Durant. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
DeRozan passes to Mitchell. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes now for the Lakers. Davis comes in for Mobley. And it's Bryant in for Kyrie Irving. And the Celtics also making a change. Ball's checked in. Adebayo sets a screen.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Celtics making a change here. Doncic checked in. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound, the Lakers. Pass to Bryant. Donovan Mitchell with a board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 3-point lead. Banchero outside. Banchero with a screen on Durant. And here's Doncic outside. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Adebayo, a screen on Durant. Here's Banchero slicing in. Boston, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Alec. DeRozan. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Stephen Curry.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you. He might outwork you. And he's able to be everywhere on the floor. And he does it with kind of unique grace and finesse.
Mobley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Celtics also with a sub. Ball's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Mobley outside. Pass to Bryant. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Banchero outside. No good from outside.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Davis with it. Now here's Mobley. Got a piece of it. 1:10 left to play in the second quarter. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Here's Ball. And counted from 12 feet. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
Davis with a screen on DeRozan. Durant surveying the D. They double-team Durant. 4 on the clock. Bryant, no good.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Oh, and Mobley with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Here's Adebayo. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hits the trifecta.
It always seems like Doncic is playing with something to prove. Well, I tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
Here's Curry. Pass to Mobley. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Boston Celtics.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at Boston. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Lakers trail by 9. Taking a look at the Celtics. They've got Rudy Gobert. Bam Adebayo is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Mitchell in at the 2. Drains the triple.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Pass to Gobert. Fires for 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. James, a screen on Doncic. Curry, he's open. Gets hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Doncic throwing his weight around.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Davis with a screen on Doncic. Curry from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Easy two for AD.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
DeRozan finds Gobert. Doncic against Curry. Pass to DeRozan. Over James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Down low. Here's Curry. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You got to be careful how you guard Curry. Because he's so skilled with the ball and as a shooter, he's able to figure out ways to draw fouls.
And that one falls for Curry.
Curry taking 2 shots.
And so Curry nails both of them.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Here's Mitchell. And it's blocked by Davis. Unloads from 13. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Number 1, the Celtics.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Adebayo finds Doncic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Adebayo a screen on Curry. Here's Doncic. Rebound, the Lakers.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Doncic with it. 16 points for him. Kicks it to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. Boston again missing. Here are the Lakers now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he's going for the oop. Ooh! Alley-oop finish with authority by Gobert.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Curry against DeRozan. Double team on DeRozan. And here's Doncic outside. Kobe grabs the miss. Los Angeles has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. James against Mitchell. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Curry against Doncic. From deep, Mitchell. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Mitchell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Leonard can't get it to go. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Boston. Pass to Doncic. Over Harden. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Irving, the pass to Davis. Rebounded by the Celtics. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. And here is DeRozan. There's Ball with a 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard inside. Hounded by Ball. Leonard can't get it to go. Pass to Dunleavy. Doncic outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Lakers. He carried them back into this ball game. It's all tied up to end the quarter. More. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Kyrie Irving, Mobley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Harden in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Here's Banchero. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
Shoot 2. Banchero taking 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And so he hits both. Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Mitchell, the pass to Porter. And here's Banchero. He's guarded by Irving. There's Ball with a 3. Melo knocking down a 3.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
Mobley and screen on Porter. Top of the key. Boston pulls it in. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Banchero no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Throws it up high, and Mobley throws it down.
You talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
Pass to Porter. There's Ball with a 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Puts it up. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Irving's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him or he'll pull up on a dime.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle.
your Lakers dance team.
The Lakers making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Michael Porter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Ben Caro outside from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside Curry. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass the ball. Takes a 3. Leonard pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Mobley, a screen on ball to take the lead. Curry's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Mitchell. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
And James has got the ball here for the Lakers.
Timeout.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Lakers.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Kevin Durant comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bryant in for Irving. DeRozan is checked in for Boston. Luka Doncic comes in for Ball. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Curry. Not going to go that time. Good D by Doncic. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Doncic. Adebayo, a screen on James. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebound by the Lakers.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And here's Bryant outside. Fires in the triple. Bryant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boston has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Pass to Doncic. Looking to get back on track. And he goes right over Anthony Davis and slams it down.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. And here's James. LeBron on the go. And it's James with the jam.
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
DeRozan outside. Adebayo up top, guarded by Durant. Adebayo, a screen on Bryant. The three from Mitchell. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Bryant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's DeRozan. Davis with the defensive effort. Lakers trail by 4. Durant, pass to Bryant. Here's the 3. Boston pulls it in.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Mitchell finds Gobert. Doncic against Curry. And Doncic the bucket on the assist from Gobert.
No better guy to take the big shot. Luka completely unfazed.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Bryant outside. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Mitchell double team. From deep, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul. Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
It's bandstand time. Get ready, like everyone is watching. The next dancer.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Davis. DeRozan with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Mitchell, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
The Lakers with another miss. Now here's Doncic. So we see Boston get the win here.